We're here. Are you ready? Let's do it.
Hi, my name is Julie, and I'm a university student from California who loves adventure. I'm currently traveling through Iraq by myself. I'm inviting you to come with me. Iraq is a Middle Eastern country known as the cradle of civilization. Over thousands of years, this is a place where empires have risen and fallen, and a country that today more than 40 million people call home. Most modern discussion about Iraq is colored by decades of war, but that's not what my videos are about. I want to celebrate all of the wonderful and unique parts of this country. In these next 12 episodes, we'll explore the country's rich history, diverse nature, magnificent architecture, delightful dances, spectacular music, and delectable cuisine. You'll be amazed at the warmth and hospitality of the people I meet. Let's get started. Today we are in Babylon, Iraq. This is a city that has 4,000 years of history and was the capital of the great Babylonian Empire.
Good afternoon. I just hopped out of the shared taxi from Karbala. We've arrived in Hilla, which means that we are in Babylon. I am so excited to be here because we are in Gilgamesh territory. For those of you that don't know, Gilgamesh is a Mesopotamia legend. He's the star of the Epic of Gilgamesh, and this is where he ruled. He was a real king. So my goal for my time in Babylon is to explore and learn as much about Gilgamesh as I can. Let's get our day started. What's the plan? To say that I have a plan would be an overstatement. What I do have are 2 to 3 mutual friends that live here, so I'm gonna call them up and hope that one of them is free to show me around. Let's do it.
I call up a mutual friend named Amir and ask if he's available to show me around Hilla. Although I'm open to exploring the city on my own, I think it would be awesome to spend time with a local. Fortunately, Amir informs me that he and a friend would be delighted to show me around, and they arrive to pick me up within 15 minutes. I hop in the car.
Hello!
There's a lot of honking. Let me get my bag.
Yeah. How are you doing? Hi, Julie! Safe trip.
Hi, Amir.
This is Muntalar, and this is Amir who just called you.
Hello.
Welcome to Babylon. We're really happy to have you here.
My new buddies offer to take me out to lunch. This is our first stop in Hilla. Right when we arrive at the restaurant, I see an outdoor clay oven and a chef preparing bread. I love bread, also known as khobas, and ask him if I can help bake a piece. In the Middle East, bread is a staple. It is calorie-packed, nourishing, and tasty. Furthermore, bread plays an important role in the tradition of hospitality and community in the region. Bread is often offered to and shared with guests as a gesture of generosity and camaraderie. It's eaten during every meal of the day and is baked quickly at about 450 degrees Fahrenheit. It's time for me to put my bread in the oven. Let's watch the magic happen. After my failed bread making attempt, we sit down and share a meal. We eat kebabs with bread and even feed some to the local cat. We head out to the car and finish our meal with a cup of chai. The next stop of the day is to visit the ruins of Babylon. On the way there, we drive by a statue of the Babylonian leader Hammurabi. Hammurabi reigned from 1792 to 1750 BC and united all of southern Mesopotamia. He issued the Code of Hammurabi, the world's first legal written code. Here's an example of one of the laws. If a man puts out the eye of another man, his eye shall be put out. This paraphrased is something you might recognize. An eye for an eye. Babylon has a history of more than 3,000 years. According to legend, it may have also been home to the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, as well as a skyscraping temple that some historians believe inspired the biblical Tower of Babel. The ruins of Babylon were discovered about 120 years ago and were most recently reconstructed in the 80s. You might be thinking, okay, Julie said this video is going to be about Gilgamesh and he has not yet been talked about. Well, my friends, it turns out I got a few key details wrong. Gilgamesh was a Sumerian leader, not a Babylonian, and the city that was the center of his rule was not Babylon, but instead was Uruk. This is the clip of me realizing my mistake.
So to give the quick update, I came to Babylon with the goal of learning more about Gilgamesh and his rule, and it turns out I was mistaken. Gilgamesh actually ruled in Uruk, which is 200 kilometers
That's really crazy.
in the other direction. So I think I'll go there tomorrow, but my hosts have so graciously offered to show me around Babylon today.
We set a plan to make it to Uruk, the town that Gilgamesh actually ruled, for tomorrow. Now, we are going to explore a nearby abandoned palace. Saddam Hussein built this palace that overlooks the Euphrates in 1991. The late leader built more than 100 opulent palaces and villas in Iraq during his reign as president. The Iraqi government now owns all the dictator's former residences. Some think the palaces should be restored to their former beauty and kept as museums as a way to remember the past. Others believe they should be left to fall apart. We complete our visit to Babylon and head to neighboring Hilla, where Amir and Muntadar have invited their friends to spend the evening hanging out with us. Today is November 25th, and it is my first Thanksgiving away from home. I ask my new Iraqi friends what they are thankful for this Thanksgiving.
I'm thankful for God, greatness, and my family, my positivity, my ambitions, my friends meeting.
So I'm grateful for my job because I have a very rewarding job.
I'm grateful for having my family around and my friends and the people, the friendship that I'm making from different backgrounds from around the world. I'm grateful for having you guys here. Happy Thanksgiving for all of you. That's it.
Things I'm grateful for, first my mom, my family, also my work, and God, sure. I'm thankful for God.
After Thanksgiving dinner with my new friends, we head to Amir's family's home. His family has graciously offered to host me. I ask Amir why he and his loved ones have been so warm to me, a complete stranger.
I don't like considering you as a stranger versus you are a guest. Here in Iraq we had no strangers, we had a guests.
Good morning from Hilla. Today our mission is to drive the, how many kilometers?
More than 150, I guess.
The more than 150 kilometers to Uruk, which were Gilgamesh's stomping grounds. Let's do it. Shakumaku.
We have finally arrived to Uruk, Iraq, one of the world's oldest cities. Gilgamesh was the king of this city-state in around 2700 BC. A tale written about this ruler, called the Epic of Gilgamesh, stands as the oldest piece of epic world literature, predating the work of Homer by 1500 years. It follows the story of Gilgamesh and his half-wild friend Enkidu, as they undertake a series of dangerous quests and adventures, as well as Gilgamesh's search for the secret of immortality.
What makes this day so special is that the first essay I ever wrote in university was about the Epic of Gilgamesh. If you were to have told me my freshman year that I would actually visit where Gilgamesh ruled, I wouldn't have believed you. I am so ridiculously grateful to be here, to be in Iraq, and to get to share this with you.
I had an awesome time in Hilla, Babylon, and Uruk. Thank you all for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.